Ever heard of a treasure hunt? You know, the kind where you follow clues to find hidden treasure? Picture this. You're following a map, solving riddles, and uncovering secrets to find a hidden chest of gold or jewels. Now imagine a treasure hunt on the internet where the treasure is digital money called Bitcoin. Sounds pretty awesome, right? It's like a modern-day quest, but instead of a physical map, you have digital clues. Bitcoin is like a giant online game where people can win this special kind of money. It's a thrilling experience that combines technology and adventure. But instead of digging for gold or jewels, you're using computers to solve puzzles. These puzzles are like digital riddles that require brain power and a bit of tech savviness. And the best part? You can use Bitcoin to buy real things. From gadgets to groceries, Bitcoin can be used just like regular money. But hold your horses. Before you grab your computer and start hunting for Bitcoin, let me explain how it all works. It's important to understand the basics before diving in. It might seem complicated at first, but trust me, it's not as tricky as it sounds. With a little bit of guidance, you'll be navigating the world of Bitcoin like a pro. So put on your thinking caps and let's dive into the world of Bitcoin. Get ready for an adventure that's both fun and educational. Let's go. Okay, so what exactly is Bitcoin? You might have heard about it in the news or from a friend, but what is it really? Simply put, it's like digital cash. But unlike the cash in your wallet, Bitcoin is entirely digital. You know how you use dollars and cents to buy things? Well, Bitcoin works in a similar way, but without the physical bills and coins. Bitcoin is kind of like that, but it only exists online. You can't hold it in your hand, but you can use it to make transactions over the internet. Think of it like this. Imagine you have a special app on your phone that lets you send and receive digital coins. This app is your digital wallet. These coins are called Bitcoin, and you can use them to buy things from people who also have the app. It's like having a universal currency that works anywhere in the world. No banks, no governments, just you and your digital coins. Pretty cool, huh? This means you have full control over your money without needing a middleman. But how do you get these Bitcoin in the first place? It's not like you can just go to an ATM and withdraw them. Well, there are a few ways, but one of the most popular is through something called mining. Mining involves using powerful computers to solve complex mathematical problems, and in return, you earn Bitcoin. Another way to get Bitcoin is by buying them on an exchange. You can use regular money to purchase Bitcoin, which then gets added to your digital wallet. You can also earn Bitcoin by selling goods or services and accepting Bitcoin as payment. It's a versatile and modern way to handle transactions. The value of Bitcoin can go up and down, just like stocks, so it's important to keep an eye on the market if you're planning to invest. There are even Bitcoin ATMs where you can buy and sell Bitcoin using cash. It's becoming more accessible every day. So whether you're curious about investing or just want to understand this digital currency, Bitcoin is definitely something worth knowing about. Before we get to mining, let's talk about digital signatures. You know how you sign your name on a piece of paper to show it's really you? Digital signatures are kind of like that, but for the internet. They use special codes to prove that you're the one sending and receiving Bitcoin. It's like having a secret code that only you know, so people can't pretend to be you and steal your digital coins. These digital signatures are super important because they help keep Bitcoin safe and secure. Without them, it would be like writing your name on a dollar bill and hoping nobody tries to erase it and put their name instead. Now let's talk about something called the blockchain. Don't worry, it's not as scary as it sounds. Think of the blockchain like a giant digital notebook that keeps track of every single Bitcoin transaction ever made. Imagine this notebook is shared with everyone who uses Bitcoin. Every time someone sends or receives Bitcoin, it gets written down in the notebook. And because everyone has a copy of the notebook, it's really hard for anyone to cheat or change the information. This makes Bitcoin super secure because every transaction is recorded and verified by lots of different computers. It's like having a million eyes watching over your digital money. Remember how I mentioned mining earlier? Well, this is where it gets really interesting. Mining is how new Bitcoin are created and released into the digital world. Think of it like this. Imagine there are complex math problems scattered across the internet. Miners use powerful computers to try and solve these problems. The first one to solve the problem gets rewarded with brand new Bitcoin. It's kind of like a digital gold rush where miners are competing to find the next Bitcoin treasure. This process also helps keep the blockchain secure because it requires a lot of computing power to solve those tricky math problems. One of the coolest things about Bitcoin is how secure it is. Because of the blockchain and digital signatures, it's really hard for hackers to steal your Bitcoin. Remember that giant digital notebook we talked about? Well, it would be almost impossible for a hacker to change the information in the notebook because everyone has a copy. Plus, those digital signatures make sure that only the rightful owner can spend their Bitcoin. Of course, it's always important to be careful online and protect your digital wallets. But overall, Bitcoin is considered to be a very secure way to store and spend digital money. Now, while Bitcoin is pretty awesome, it does have a few limitations. One of them is transaction speed. Remember how traditional banks can process transactions almost instantly? Well, Bitcoin can be a bit slower. This is because every transaction has to be verified and added to the blockchain, which can take a little bit of time. It's like waiting in line at the grocery store, but instead of people in front of you, it's a bunch of computers processing transactions. But hey, good things come to those who wait, right? Plus, developers are always working on ways to make Bitcoin faster and more efficient. So, why should we even care about Bitcoin? Well, for starters, it's a whole new way to think about money. It's decentralized, meaning no single person or institution controls it. It also has the potential to make financial transactions more accessible and affordable for people all over the world, especially those who don't have access to traditional banking systems. Plus, it's just plain cool. Being a part of the Bitcoin community is like being part of a giant online experiment where we're all exploring the future of money together. So is Bitcoin the future of money? This question has been on the minds of many since Bitcoin's inception. Well, that's a question for the ages. Bitcoin has certainly captured the imagination of people all over the world. Nobody knows for sure what the future holds, but one thing's for sure. Bitcoin has definitely shaken things up in the world of finance. It's not just a passing trend, it's a revolution in how we perceive and handle money. It's made us rethink how we use and think about money, challenging traditional banking systems and offering a decentralized alternative. And it's sparked a whole new wave of innovation in the tech world. Blockchain technology, the backbone of Bitcoin, is being explored for various applications beyond just currency. Whether Bitcoin becomes the dominant form of currency or not, it has already influenced the creation of numerous other cryptocurrencies and digital assets. It's definitely left its mark on the world. From global financial markets to everyday transactions, Bitcoin's impact is undeniable. So there you have it, Bitcoin in a nutshell. It's more than just a digital currency, it's a movement towards a new financial paradigm. It's digital treasure, secured by secret codes and giant digital notebooks known as ledgers that record every transaction, mined by computers solving complex math problems. This process, known as mining, ensures the security and integrity of the Bitcoin network. And who knows, maybe one day you'll be using Bitcoin to buy your very own pizza. The possibilities are endless, and the future of money is more exciting than ever.